y'all. Let me go to my commercials here. Just a second to get in. Let's see. Carlos, you ready? Hey, baby, how you feeling?
Hey, boo, how are you?
Good, good, good. I don't know if I like this black hair. I done went blonde, and I usually be blonde, but I don't even like black hair. But I'm gonna rock it today for you. What's going on? How you feeling?
You look good, baby. Honey, the blacker the better. What is it? The blacker
Sweeter than
the dear.
juice.
The
Oh,
sweeter.
there you
And
go.
honey, we got that sweet juice tonight, honey. Yes.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So let's get on into it. How you been? How you been? Everything going good this week?
Everything is going good. I was anticipating talking to you, so I'm looking forward to a very fun and insightful conversation as we recap some of our favorite reality shows, my love.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Listen, so let's start out with the first one, which is your baby, Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes. So, Heavenly, before we get into the shenanigans of your show, we must talk about the fact that on this past episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, that you can catch every Saturday, 8 o'clock, 7 Central on OWN, Melody, as you know, your friend who was on your podcast as well, your YouTube channel, in addition to your other friend, Martell. Melody got divorced from Martell a few years ago. She had a hard time getting her last name changed from Holt to her maiden name, Rogers. So now she officially changed her last name and it's Rogers.
Right.
So Melody had a ceremony and she married herself, honey.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
She walked herself down the aisle and she had an officiant and she said, I do to her. So how do you feel about that? Is that something that women should start doing who are going through divorce? Should they have a ceremony where they're celebrating their independence and their last name being changed?
Now let's just go back and give people a little history because we got to talk about Martell Hope. That's your friend. We love Martell, we do. But Martell be about down for the shenanigans. Y'all got to go back to what she went through with her husband, which a lot of women are going through with their husband, not just Robin, but a lot of women are going through things with their man. The thing I love about Melody is she had the strength to leave. Like it took her a while, you know what I'm saying? It took a baby, you know, and we love our husbands so much. I understand everything. And I just feel for her. Because when I reviewed Martell Holt, I saw what everybody else saw, that this was an arrogant man. I don't want to bash him, but he was so arrogant.
And he's a Capricorn and he's a Kappa.
Okay, so you don't even know what that means to me, but my husband's Omega, so the real men, I ain't going to say that. But listen, so she went through a lot, okay? And she went through a lot of emotion and she went through a lot of stress. And, you know, the girl that he was dating or whatever, the mistress, if you will, I want to call her what I know her name is, but I don't know her name. Give me a name because I only know Funky Dineva name for her.
As a millimeter, I can't say her name.
Okay, well, but anyway, the girl was totally disrespectful to Melody. And it seemed to me that Martell allowed her to be disrespectful, correct? So anyway, long story short, this woman has been through so much. Beautiful woman, educated woman, yes. Powerful sister, very articulate, just a 10 all around. So it's like if Melody could get cheated on and treated badly, then any woman could be subject to that. And I just love, Carlos, that she took time to celebrate herself on television because she's been through so much on television. Yes. That she got herself back, that she rose above all the BS and came back to herself. I love it, Carlos. What can I say? It was beautiful.
No, it's funny because when I was told that she wanted to do this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Because one thing I always tell Melody, she's like a Mary J. Blige album. Like she takes these women on a journey of her personal pain, but is showing women how you can rise above a divorce and really go through it. And one thing I want the world to know about Melody is this wasn't an easy decision for her to divorce Martell. She wanted to make this work. And I'm happy that she took the opportunity to celebrate herself. and to really show women that yes, it's difficult when you have 4 kids. Let's talk about it. 4 kids. The youngest one, when she divorced him, was under 1 year old. So you have an infant.
Because the baby mama and her had a child the same year, correct?
Within the same calendar year, yes.
Okay.
Within the same calendar year, yes. And the fact that she did not allow that to keep her in a place that did not serve her, I think she's a powerful example of a woman's strength who has faced infidelity in its worst form, which is having a baby, your husband having a baby during the marriage.
And on TV in front of the world.
And on TV in front of the world. And look, Wendy Williams is somebody who suffered through this. Right. And I wish the best for Wendy. Wendy obviously is taking care of herself, but she's not on TV anymore. So you have to give Melody her props for dealing with it on TV. And she never once asked me for a break.
I love her. I love her.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna relate all this back to what we're going through on Married to Medicine, but I just want to put on this right here that Melody is a wonderful girl. She's a person after my own heart. I love Melody. She's been through a whole lot and just blatantly disrespected in her face, but I love it, and she's come through all that full circle, and she's a beautiful girl. So moving on, we want to talk about Bell Collective, your other show, right?
Yes. So on Bell Collective, we're back every Friday, 9:00, 8 Central on OWN as well. So for all the Bell Collective fans, if you watched Friday's episode, if you missed it, catch up on the OWN app or DVR on demand. Letitia and Latrice had a conversation that I'm like, I gotta get Dr. Heavenly's point of view on this. So Letitia had a women's brunch empowerment engagement, and she invited a lot of entrepreneurs and women of all walks of life to empower these women who were at this brunch. Latrice is the youngest cast member. She's in her 30s, early 30s, and she is an entrepreneur. So as Latrice was speaking to the crowd, she said, nobody wants to work a fucking 9-to-5. Let's be real. Nobody wants to. And Letitia felt it was disrespectful to the 9-to-5 workers because at the end of the day, you can't disrespect people who are responsible for keeping our lives going, right? Like the 9-to-5 people heavily in our lives, they work on our production team. They're the ones who are accessible for this tech thing we have right now. They're the ones who's at the Walmart. They're the ones who do our taxes. 9-to-5 workers keep the world moving. So Letitia and the girls felt that Latrice's comment was disrespectful to the everyday people. Now, as a professor of Dr. Heavenly University and the owner, was that comment disrespectful?
Well, I don't think she meant it to be. Honestly, I don't think she meant it to be. What she was trying to say is in an entrepreneurial world, you can't get to where you're going working a 9-to-5. That's what we teach. But you do need that 9-to-5 initially until you get to where you want to go. So I think she was saying that, nobody wants to work a effing 9-to-5. We need the 9-to-5 people. But seriously, that age group don't want to work. They don't. And you say she's in her 30s. Those people think different from us. They don't. They're not the same. They cut from a different cloth. So when she was speaking, now the people that's in their 40s and 50s probably was offended. But the people in 30s and under, that's how they live. That's how they think. They thinking like 9-to-5. But the problem with the people under 30 is they don't have no money. So they living on their mama who working a 9-to-5. So don't disrespect your mama because she working hard over there. She really is. And these kids are living on, how do I know this? Right? These kids, so their mindset is we don't want a 9-to-5. We want to be an entrepreneur. We want a cookie cutter matchbox business that we can get overnight online, do trading or whatever, and make a whole lot of money online. but they got to do the work. And Carlos, I could go into this over and over again and get in depth with it. And I know a lot of people will not agree with me, but as a business, money, and relationship coach, you got to start out where you start out. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know no other way to do it other than to work for it. So we can't disrespect the 9-to-5s, although I don't think Latrice meant it disrespectful. And she's young and she was, I don't know. I felt like the Letitia was being a little bit condescending to her. That's how I felt.
Oh.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I get Letitia's point. Like, you can't say that to people, but I think it was a better way. And, you know, trust me, I am not a wordsmith and I am not that girl to really tell people how to talk to people. But I thought it could have came out a little bit better the way, because Latrice seems like she meant well. That's my opinion.
Yes. And I think it's generational too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Latrice represents the city girls generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Letitia represents heavily university generation. So I think it was all about the generational divide between those two. I agree with you. We got Carisha, and then we got
Trina. I'm just saying generation because Trina got to be dating 50. So Trina and Carisha. Trina, my age group. So Trina and Carisha, you going to Miami, see these girls just going up and get the baddest chick.
What is your age group?
I'm 52. Trina gotta be 49. Got to be 50, somewhere now.
Oh.
I'm just saying I grew up on Trina. I was there when she was underground. So I know Trina's around my age. So
okay.
Yeah. But so I just think that it was a miscommunication. I don't think the girl meant anything. Now, Letitia was right. I mean, it was disrespectful, but I don't think she meant it that way. I'm telling you, those little kids, they think differently. And I hate to call them kids, but I got children, they age. My son is 26. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I don't understand the way they think a lot of times. But let's see how it works out for them. Because it's still in the mix that these kids do not want to work. They don't feel like they got an attitude on their 9-to-5. They really just don't want to work. I was talking to my son, 9-to-5. He said, you know how many hours it'll take me to pay the rent? They just don't get it. Like, I don't know if we spoiled them. It's a generation gap.
I was going to say, the problem is this, and y'all can read me. Y'all know I don't give a damn.
Right.
The problem is wealthy parents like yourself, you spoil the kid. The thing about this generation is a lot of them, they want our success, but not our journey to get there.
Right.
And a lot of times parents who have money, they go overboard to make sure their child doesn't have to suffer nothing in life. And when you protect your child to a degree, where you spoon feed everything that they have going on, and you don't allow, I'm not saying they got to struggle. If you don't allow your child to have a little bit of struggle in life, what's going to happen when they get older and they hear the word no, or they don't get their way, and they don't have this ambition to get their money on their own, because they know at the end of the day, my parents are doctors and I'm going to be good. And I think there needs to be a way where parents allow some form of struggle to be in these kids' lives. Not a bunch of struggle, a little bit in terms of your phone is cut off because you got to pay for it yourself. I mean, can we at least try that?
Yeah. You're right. So, I mean, the thing about it is, I don't know what the answer is, because, my kids are going through that right now. I think that we tried to give them everything they wanted, trying to buy them each a house so they have a great legacy. But along the way, we teaching them, and they think that we would think that they have the work ethic we have, and they just don't have it. And it's our fault because they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So, we had a whole conversation before about, do you let your child struggle or do you help your kids? Because they were saying Caucasian people help the kids. You got to help your kids up to a certain extent, but they got to understand the value of $1. And that's where I'm at. Like, these kids don't get it. Under 30, they don't know. So
I am who I am because my parents supported me, but they also let me struggle. And I allowed myself to struggle. When I left Detroit, Michigan at 22, my father, with snot in his nose because he was crying, he said, you can always come back home. And I looked at that man and said, you ain't never seen me back in this house, boo. I'm good. I
Right.
would rather sleep on the sidewalk at McDonald's on 44th Street and Broadway before I go back to Detroit and sleep at my mama's house. But that was me.
That was me too.
Okay, and that's why we are who we are, and these kids needs to learn from us. But I digress.
I agree. I agree. Moving on. We're gonna talk about Ashley right quick, and then we're gonna get to the minutia of Married to Medicine because I got a lot to say about Married to
I
Medicine.
do too, baby.
Okay, so Ashley is with the girl. You tell me what's going on because she's talking to Wendy, and I love Wendy.
Me too. First of all, can we have a moment of silence for how beautiful Dr. Wendy is? Dr. Wendy, she wore this denim outfit, this denim jacket, this denim skirt with these, I think they were Hermes, all my ladies in the group chat, I think they were Hermes boots, white. Her lace front was lacing. Her skin was skinning. She looked gorgeous. And I had Dr. Wendy on my podcast, and I remember saying to her, I think you changed. You're not who you were when you first came on the show. And she put me up on game and said, I have lived my life trying to please my parents. And for the first time in my life, I'm choosing me. So when you see me, Carlos, going through these different career changes, it's because I'm figuring out who I am as an adult woman without pleasing my mother. So I wanted the audience to know that. So Dr. Wendy, who is Nigerian, is also now being pit against a new cast member who is also Nigerian, which to me is low-hanging fruit. Like the fact that Ashley, listen, at one point in time, Ashley was great for the show. Ashley has nothing going on. Ashley and her new breast, all she does is nosy herself in people's business. Ashley is loyal to nobody on that show. Ashley is only loyal to Purdue Chicken, which is her husband. That's it. She's only loyal to Purdue Chicken. So I don't understand why anyone thinks Ashley is anyone's friend. Ashley doesn't care about nobody. She barely cares about making sure her kids don't fall off the counter because they were trying to pull each other off of that thing. So I digress. Ashley is so messy. She had a conversation with a new girl in NECA and sort of embellished the conversation so that Wendy can think this girl's coming for you, and they haven't even met yet.
Right. And I don't think that girl meant it like that. Like it was taken back the wrong way. Like some of the people do on Married to Medicine. They take things back in the wrong way. So yeah, I think that Wendy's beautiful. I don't think the Nigerian girl was really coming for her like that, was she?
No, she was, but that's my point. Listen, the problem were, and when I say we is the audience, I love Potomac, I love the girls. I do love the show. I said the show was a 10 out of a 10 in the season premiere, right?
I don't think they could have been a 10 out of 10 when we were a 10 out of 10. I think our show was better. So that's just me.
I mean, your show is better than all the shows on Bravo. So that's
right. So they can't get a 10. They can get an 8.
Well, Potomac can get a 10 for what Potomac does. Okay. So I believe last week was a 10 to me, right? The struggle that a lot of the audiences are having with Potomac is these girls are always trying to like come for each other. Like they instantly want to like pit people against each other. And I don't like a show. And listen, I would raise my hand and say Huntsville went through this for a moment. And I had to fly my black ass to Huntsville and tell that cast, we ain't doing this. I don't like watching a show where people don't speak to each other. Where they walk in the room and they don't speak. Now, it's one thing to do that in an episode or 2 or 3, but nobody wants to watch that for seasons on. So the fact that this episode started off with like meeting the new girl, and then Ashley's trying to pit her against Wendy already, and it's episode 2, and nobody's talking to Wendy. Wendy's not talking to them. It just screams fake, phony, and Oscar Mayer baloney.
I agree.
And Ashley needs to get her champagne flute over to Mia's best friend, Jacqueline. I'm over Ashley being messy. It was cute in the beginning. Ashley has nothing to offer to this show anymore.
And then she downgrade as far as her living conditions. Because to me, that apartment looked like wherever she's living, it didn't look done. I'm just saying, and I love Ashley. I ain't coming for Ashley. I'm just saying her place didn't look like, like she was done.
Because she spent her interior design money on her new breast.
Oh,
so that's why when some men have to pay child support and alimony, they want to know that this money is going towards the kids' Similac, is going towards their doctor bills, is going towards their tuition, not going to your plastic surgeon to get new breasts. Now, granted, Ashley does make money off of Potomac, but I don't think the $14.25 that she's making on the show can pay for the boobs.
Well, maybe the breast could get a new man that's gonna give us some more money, baby. That's how we do. I say get your teeth done first and then your body, but that's over. But her teeth are beautiful, so she good to go. So maybe she feel like if she get the breast done, she gonna find a man, because white men like breasts. They just do. They're not into booty as much, my opinion. They like breasts.
And Ashley likes white men.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah. So Ashley, let's slow it down, Ashley. Wendy is a classy lady, but that's the same thing I tell Phaedra. Don't go by what other people say, bitch. And before y'all try to get us to pit each other, call me up. Because I tell you what I said if I said it, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. So not that anybody did it, but when you hear something, well, they did try to do it. But when you hear something, call me up before you try to go in on me. Then we at each other's throats and we don't even know why. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So Ashley's gonna do good. Wendy's beautiful. And I just think that the Nigerian girls should stick together, because Nigeria is just a beautiful country. You hear all kind of rumors about Nigeria and the Nigerian men, but at the end of the day, they African, and they got to support each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like black people.
Agreed. And it's unfortunate.
Talk about BravoCon just a little bit.
What's a BravoCon tea?
Listen, I didn't like the girl from Dubai coming for Sheree. Was it me? Was it me by myself?
Listen, I will say this.
I mean, I didn't know who she was, and she was making a moment for herself. I get it. But to me, Sheree is OG. You got to respect. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I know they probably don't agree with me, the world, because I'm, a certain age, and I have a way of thinking. But I feel like don't come for, if you got a whole, and I ain't gonna make it, racial, but if you got a whole line of white women, you gonna come for the black OG?
But I'm gonna tell you, so her name is Lisa Milan. She is beyond gorgeous.
She's beautiful, beautiful girl.
She's a beautiful girl, and she's from College Hill. The show on BET back in the day. She's on College Hill.
Really?
Yes, that's what she's on. Yes. So that was her claim to fame. So she decided to get on the platform because she wanted to make sure that she had a moment. She wanted a moment because nobody's watching The Real Housewives of Dubai.
Right.
No one's watching it, like, at all. So she wanted to make sure she had a moment, and then she succeeded successfully.
I didn't understand why on the panel, because I was sitting there with him. Kenya Moore got up and started talking to her in her ear after she said that. So I don't know what that was about. But anyway, I don't know if they showed, but Karen Huger actually did everything I thought. Like, girl, we don't even know who you are. Please don't come for Sheree. Sheree been here since this. You know what I'm saying? Respect your elders. That's all I'm saying. Like, girl, go for somebody else. Because it was a dumbass question. It was a question like, who do you think has on fake, you know what I'm saying? When the light came on, she could have said
designer clothes,
fake designer clothes, right? So it was a reach. I felt it was thirsty. That maybe I'm in it by myself.
Well, no, she was. Listen, we have to redefine the word thirsty. That is not a negative connotation. Lisa Milan, who I like, she is thirsty. That was a thirsty moment because she knew that if she had the opportunity to come for Sheree, she would have gone viral, and she did. No one's talking about Dubai.
Right.
But we are now.
Okay. But I probably I'm biased because I love Sheree. You know what I'm saying? I know her. She's real cool. So so that's probably it. I didn't even know what the girl's name was.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. So Sheree's my girl. So moving on, can we move on to the thing of the night? Because I just want to talk about Married to Medicine, honey. That's where I want to go. That's what I know best. Okay. Okay, we're
Baby.
gonna start Married to Medicine. I'll lead it out for you. Okay, the first scene, the real scene was Quad and Phaedra.
So can I just say this?
Can.
Rick and Frack is back, and baby, I'm here for it all.
Yes, yes, yes. So it was a fun moment. It was a fun moment. And I love, you into production, but I love what they did with the cameras. Like they had Phaedra walking to the door. It's just the little things. And then they showed Quad walking up, and then they had two screens side by side, So I thought that was a cute little camera thing. I thought that was nice. It made our show look elevated to me. Just that little thing, and the way we do our green screens now, our interviews. Like they show the full body now. I thought that's really pretty. I think that's a cool idea.
No, so let me tell you something. First of all, I clearly like men, but to see Quad and her thickness come in with her Daisy Dukes and her bedazzled brassiere, and to see Phaedra walk in, to see Phaedra allow her to be in the house and they started twerking, to me, it really did remind me of Portia and Phaedra. It reminded me of Frick and Frack, and I just loved it. I loved it. Now, what I didn't love was his butler, because my thing was this: Phaedra, I love you. Let me ask you this, Heavenly: have you seen the butler since that episode?
The butler was there while we were filming. So
have you seen the butler since the cameras stop filming?
No, but I have not been to Phaedra's house since we stopped filming. So I could honestly say I haven't seen the butler, but I haven't been to her house since we finished filming. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think that, I get what you're saying. There was a plot to make it look like she got a butler when the guy was just there. I mean, whatever. But what they talked about was Quad's DUI, and she kind of let it to rest about the DUI. She said, yes, she was pulled over. They requested I guess a breathalyzer. She refused it. They took her down. I don't know. Anybody I ever known to get a breathalyzer and they refuse the breathalyzer, they automatically get a suspended license. Now, ain't nobody said that. I don't know what, you know what I mean? I ain't just saying the people that I know. Maybe Quad know people on a higher level because the world ain't fair. But anybody I know ever got stopped. But anyway, she says she got a license, so she said that it was all expunged. She said it all went away. So we ain't talking about it no more. So the next thing they talking about was Dr. Heavenly, and
you skipping over. We skipping over. Me and the audience wants to know two things. We want to know if Phaedra's butler is her man.
No. I think that man I ain't gonna say that. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what you know what? I talk too damn much. Maybe he not. I don't know. I can't tell no more.
How can you tell? He was just serving up some Coca-Cola and a Sprite.
But I saw more than that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you saw more than that?
Yeah.
Does he act like me, or
more like a who gay, but you can't tell they gay?
I'm not going here with you.
Saying, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Let me stop. I don't know. That was a nice looking young man. I don't know. But you know what I mean? I don't think that's her man. No.
Okay, so that's not her man. Okay, fine.
I don't know.
Okay, so that's what some of the audiences wanted to know about that. Okay, so then speaking of man, we got to get to Quad's man, baby, before you get to anything.
He was fine, right? I don't know nothing about that dude. I have never seen him. But for that 3 seconds they showed him, you could see that he was fine. That's all you really could see. So he served his purpose. I haven't seen him before that or since that.
Wait a second. You never met him?
No. I ain't seen him before, after, or during. I've never seen that man.
Is that her real man?
I think it probably used to be.
But not anymore.
No. What you thinking, baby? Come on, let's go. He out there. You can get him. I mean, not you. I'm just saying he out there for the world. Go on and get his deal. I do not know that man's name. I don't know nothing about that man. Baby,
have you heard that that's the man she's been secretly seeing? Because at one point in time, you thought it was the singer. I mean, the actor / rapper Common.
Oh no, that was a joke. Come on,
Oh,
now.
okay, because we all thought it was real.
Yeah, no, that was a whole joke. Quad got mad about that joke too because the man was on Sister Circle, and I just went on. We were drinking, and I said, "Oh, girl, you was on Sister Circle. How you get there?" So I joke a lot. People got to understand my humor. I do not think Quad sleeps with married men. Like I don't know if she did. I don't know about it. She don't tell me who she's sleeping with. Well, she do sometimes, but I don't know nothing about no married men, and I just mess with her because it bothers her. And I say, you know what? Quad probably sleeping with somebody, man. That's a joke.
Okay, so what? Okay, is this man that we saw? Is that a joke? Was that real?
I don't know. I ain't never seen that man before, but he was fine.
Has Quad ever told you she was seeing somebody who looked like him?
Yes. She said her man was fine when she was dating him. She said yeah. But I don't think she's with him anymore. Listen, y'all take that back. I don't know about the man being gay. I say the wrong thing. I don't know.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We're moving on from that. We just want to know if they want to know if that was Quad's real man, or did he and the butler come from the same casting call from the Atlanta casting company?
I don't know. I think that was Quad's man.
Okay,
Phaedra's butler for the show. That's
okay.
Okay, that's what I think. Yeah. So that's it. So moving on, Quad said that she wasn't around because Heavenly had took a picture of Sweet Tea and posted it. Honestly, I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna take it back. And that's a great angle for saying you haven't spoke to us. I feel like that's a great angle, and keep that angle, Quad, because it makes sense. But Quad didn't give a damn about that girl. She did not give a damn about me taking no damn picture with that girl. She, in my eyes, she felt like she had freaking frack and she didn't need me no more. That's how I felt. I felt like, you know what? She hanging with her other friends, and I know they single. You know what I'm saying? All of them thirst trapping for the gram, trying to find a man, going over to Nigeria. I'm not about that life. But I felt like, this is me, this is my feelings. Like Quad was like, hell, you know what I'm saying? I got Phaedra now on the show. I don't really need Heavenly to back me up on nothing. So I got this bitch over here. So my question to you is, Quad, let's see how that works out for you, sister. That's all I'm going to say about it. And I'm going to keep on going.
But my question to you is this. Why did you feel the need to text Quad the picture of you and Thirsty, aka Sweet Tea, aka Letitia?
Because I'm ignorant. Because I'm silly. Because I'm messy. Because I'm heavenly. Because I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Like, let's take a picture. And then the song I put with the text was, "You could get a piece of my love, dumb bitch." So when I posted it, I'm just stupid. Pray for me. I think everything's funny and I laugh at the wrong shit. But I'm gonna go into Sweet Tea a little bit because I feel like Phaedra called me, told me to take it easy on Sweet Tea. Now
wait, when did she do that?
Day before yesterday, this week.
Why?
I think that Sweet Tea's upset because the blogs are saying what they're saying in here. They don't like Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is thirsty. Sweet Tea is here for the money. Sweet Tea is this, that, and the other. I said some things on the live I probably shouldn't have said. Like
what did you say?
I said her body looked like somebody 67 years old. But I can't really talk. But my point is this. This is my point, and I'm going back to what I said before with the 30-year-old girl that was at with Latrice, what's her name? Letitia on the other show, Bell Collective.
Latrice, yeah.
The young folks think and act very differently, and they don't have the capacity to live the life. They weak. That's, for lack of a better word, they're weak and they can't take it. Like this girl crying about setting up a wedding. Greg paying for it. You got a party planner. People helping you. Bitch, what is you crying about? To me, most women wouldn't even want their man input. I don't want my man input on the colors of the wedding. Long as he there at the wedding, I want to put the wedding how I want it to be. And I can't be crying and upset about no damn wedding when the man paying for it. That's just me. Am I wrong?
No, listen, you're absolutely not wrong. I think the thing with Sweet Tea is this. The fact that she is a part of an age gap support group, which goes to show me, and I don't know Sweet Tea like that, right? The only thing I know about Sweet Tea is that, by the way, I like Sweet Tea. I said it. Sweet Tea, if you're listening, I like you. Do I think you're thirsty? Yes, but I don't think that's a bad thing, right? You clearly have daddy issues, allegedly, because you're searching for a man to not only provide for you financially, you want him to provide for you emotionally. So the fact that here you are with this man paying 90% of the wedding and you still want 10% of his input, you need to figure out who you are. You are young. You did slide in this man's DM while you was watching him on BravoTV.com, on Bravo, on the Shade Room, and you knew what you were getting yourself into. Dr. G is a traditional Black man who's successful, that believes, not all but some, I want my wife to stay at home and provide for me, and I'll just pay for everything. So you knew what you were signing up for, and you literally knew what you were signing up for when you signed the contract and you went to Saks Fifth Avenue and bought a dress and left a tag on it so you could return it back to the salesman the next day.
You all messy bitch. You all messy.
No, that's what it was.
But it really was. It really was. But
I like her.
You don't like her.
No, and I'm saying, and I do like her.
So my question is, how you gonna say that Heavenly pushed you to do this show now, and then it's my fault that she's getting ate up now?
She said that too.
Carlos Willis, and the people that said it. You know, I don't like to say Phaedra name because Phaedra gonna turn my shit off. So my whole thing is, listen, no. I'm gonna say this. I apologize to Sweet Tea for telling the truth. Like, I can't talk about nobody shaming nobody, but my whole thing is this. Everybody went through their first season. It's a rite of passage, bitch. Either you can make it or you can't. Quad had a mug shot. Mariah and Toya had a whole fucking fight. Like, that was hard. Like, you know what I mean? They ate my ass up my first season. I came in, I was fat, I was bigger. You know what I'm saying? You can body shame me. I don't give a damn. Like, that's what people gonna do. They gonna talk about your hair. They gonna talk about your makeup. Everybody came from the bottom and did better. Jackie hair was so thin you could see what was on her man.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, like, everybody was quiet, looked a little bit more hood. You know what I'm saying? Phaedra did not look like the Phaedra she is right now. She didn't. Heavenly damn show did it. Heavenly, you know what I mean? And the people ate me up because I said that I felt like if Sweet Tea is, you know, Jackie always say you 1/5 of the 5 people you hang around, right? And I said, well, if you were around 5 bad bitches, you gonna grow up. I ain't saying I ain't lacking nowhere. Understand that I am not lacking anywhere. But when I said bad bitches, I meant business and money. So if she can get through this and get through this body shaming or whatever, they say her mama got on the camera was saying, leave her damn child alone. Now understand, Sweet Tea mama younger than me.
Wait.
You understand, mama? I get what you're saying.
Wait, Heavenly.
Wait a
Heavenly.
minute.
Heavenly.
Can I say something?
Heavenly.
They say I keep calling
Heavenly. Hold on.
I ain't saying nothing about the girl mama. I'm just saying.
No, this is the thing. You have spilled so much tea that me and my audience, the raindrops, we have to dissect them one by one.
Okay,
so before you continue, I think we're all still stuck on you saying Dr. Jackie's hair was so thin you could read her mind. That is so.
That was the first season. Everybody got ate up the first season. This your first season. There's a rite of passage. You got to be able to cut this because for you to move forward. And to me, the harder your first season is, the better you're gonna be on the show. That's how I feel. If you could get through this. But then again, this girl 32, her man 55, and 32-year-olds are not as strong-minded, strong-willed as we were at 32. When I was 32, I had made $1 million and lost $1 million already. I was so much more mature at 32 than this 32-year-old little girl. And I keep calling the little girl, she called me her grandmama. Like, if I'm your grandmama, you marrying your granddaddy. Just understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't dislike her. I actually like her. She's a sweet girl. But bitch, respect your elders. Don't come on here talking cash junk.
But let's talk about the elder that is her mother. So her mother, you said her mother is younger than you?
Yes. Her dad is 48. I think her mother's like 45.
So she's 32, 45. Okay, wait.
I think her mama young. Now her daddy told me he's 48. I heard that out her mouth. But she had like
32. So he was 16. So wait, was he 16? So he was 16
or 17. I think they both were like 16 or 17. So she might be 48, something like that. But
okay. And she came for you when?
No. I ain't saying she came for me. I think she just said it, state a blanket statement like the world. You know what I'm saying? This her baby and stop body shaming. It's not right.
Heavily, I think you're the only person with a microphone that has been talking so much crap about Sweet Tea that she's talking to you.
Well, no. If you watch the episode, Phaedra actually went in on her saying that she had not a buttermilk biscuit, but a pancake ass, and she needed to get a buttermilk biscuit. Now, and in the world, if you watch Twitter, which I told the bitch, don't get on Twitter because your first season, the Quad got a solid fan base. So they automatically gonna come to you and compare to you to Quad. If we in Quad's old house, we gonna compare, we gonna mention Quad. Quad say that people mentioned her 54 times on the first episode. She did a contest. That's natural. Like, girl, we not bad people, but my whole thing is if you didn't know what this was, I blame Dr. G. Because if Dr. G want to be famous, to me, if you in a relationship and there's already so many different obstacles going on, meaning your wife, when you were 33, she was 10 years old. There's a age gap. I'm telling you, in the way that girl mindset is young. She thinks young. So that's already, so if you knew this is a new marriage, you know this reality TV. Reality TV tears down marriages, although Married to Medicine is about marriage, but you got to have a strong foundation for this stuff. Because Simone almost got a divorce. Jackie almost got a divorce. Phaedra got a divorce. Quad got a divorce. So no matter what we doing, if you care about your marriage, to me, don't blame Heavenly, because Heavenly can't make you don't put it on me. Blame your husband because he knew better and he know who Quad is.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think part of Dr. G's get back to Quad was bringing his fiance on the show?
I think that Quad left him. I think she hurt him bad. And I'm going to say this, and I might get ate up for it. I think that Quad could get him back if she wanted him. That's what I think. I think that's what I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Quad kind of noticed, but...
Wait, Quad knows that? Wait, Quad knows.
I don't know. You would have to ask Quad. I ain't gonna speak for Quad. I don't
know. You've been speaking for Quad all night, bitch. So don't stop now.
I'm just saying I don't know that for sure, but I do know that if I was divorced from somebody, even if I didn't want them no more, at one point I cared about them, right? And I've been talking to Quad, so that's how I'm getting this epiphany.
So Quad told you allegedly that if she wanted Dr. G back, she could get him.
They're my words. Those are my words. They're not Quad's words.
Do you believe, let me ask you this before you finish. Do you believe today, November 13th, 2023, at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that if Quad told Dr. G, I want us to get back together, would he leave Sweet Tea?
Yes. That's my thought. Yes. That's just me. Like, don't eat me up about it. That's what I think. I've been here a long time and I know what's happened. And I know a lot of things have been said, but there's a lot of things that have not been said as well. So you brought this woman, and I think he loves her. And I think that little girl, I'm not going to call the girl a little girl because she says it's offensive. I think that young woman loves Dr. G. I really do think she loves him. I really do. I think they love each other. In fact, I would go so far as to say that they're a better match than Quad and Dr. G were.
Yes, because can I say this? And Quad, you know I love you. Quad's my friend in real life.
Yeah,
and I'm part of the Quad squad. So when I say this, Quad, I do love you. In my opinion, I would agree with you in the sense of I do think Sweet Tea, unless she's a good actress, Sweet Tea is all over Dr. G like he looks like Idris Elba. And when we were watching Married to Medicine, and again, a lot of people don't do PDA. We didn't see a lot of PDA with Quad and Dr. G, maybe because they don't get down like that.
Ever. It's almost like they're overcompensating. That's what I see, because and maybe because it's new. You know what I'm saying? When you new, like they've been dating on and off probably a year. Toya said 6 months. I think it was longer than that before they got married. But you know, when you new, that's you still in the la-la world. So they just own each other. Ain't nobody on each other like that. I mean, Simone and Cecil ain't on each other. Damn sure Cecil and Curtis and Jackie, you know, and me and Damon, like when you take a picture every day and it's got to be like we love each other, we love. To me, you overcompensating. That's just me. But you know, I digress.
Okay, that makes sense. So that makes sense because when Quad and Dr. G started Married to Medicine, they were married for a few years.
No, they got married right before. No, I was at the wedding. So when we started, but they were never lovey-dovey like that. Okay. That's why I say it's overcompensation because Dr. G loved Quad. They were.
Do you think Dr. G is still in love with Quad today?
I think that once you love anyone, you always love them. That's me. Somewhere there's some love somewhere, and it's a thin line.
Do you think, well, if that's the case, do you think Quad still loves Dr. G?
I think there's a thin line somewhere in there, deep, real deep. She got to care for the man, because to me, if she didn't care at all, if you watched our live yesterday, a lot of things she probably wouldn't even say. To me, that's my personal opinion. Quad, I love you. But you know what I'm saying? I think that any woman, if you bring their ex-man back, you were married to them. That means you loved them, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Y'all can say gold digger, whatever. I think Quad really loved Dr. G when she was married to him. And I really think, and I saw myself, her trying to make that marriage work. Going through
I did too. And I will say this.
She really did. Now, I can't take that from her. She really tried.
And I will co-sign that because I am friends with Quad in real life. I will say this. What y'all didn't see behind the scenes, Quad, I don't think Quad gets a lot of props for this. Quad held that house down and his office down. Quad was, I don't know if she was on the books on payroll. I don't know if Quad ever filled out a 1099 or a W-2. All I can say to you is she ran that doctor's office.
She did.
And she ran that house.
She started that doctor's office, meaning that when he started, she got him on all the insurance plan. You know, Quad is brilliant. You know, she a smart girl. So she took care of that office and put it up, started it, put it together, got him on the insurance plans. When he couldn't get on certain plans, she went down there. You know, Quad know how to talk to people. She's a brilliant girl. So yes, I think she really tried. I think she did great for Dr. G. However, you know.
Now, I do feel this though. I felt bad for Sweet Tea in last night's episode because for your ass to be called a pancake as you're trying on wedding dresses. And that moment is really to support the bride, right? It's to make sure you enlighten her, you lift her up in spirit and in love. I will say this, in that moment, I felt really bad for Sweet Tea. And I don't think Sweet Tea was crying because of Dr. G not helping her. I think that comment about her pancake booty really affected her, in my opinion. I feel like that hurt her feelings a lot.
I think that it takes a certain type of woman. Even Toya, you know, I love Toya. Toya's that girl, and I probably shouldn't have said nothing. I was just playing about Dr. Heavenly University. I take all that back. But it's difficult for someone to be around all these bad, I'm going to say bad, when I say educated, business women, successful women, you know what I mean, entrepreneurs, and you're, you know what I mean? She's younger. I feel sorry for her too. I mean, but you had to know what this was. Like,
she knew what it was because she watched the show.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if Sweet Tea could muster this and get through this season, I think she would be great. Like, to me, body shaming, you know, when I came in, the people will make you lose that damn weight. Any means necessary. You're going to get your life together. Jackie got her hair together the next season. She's a beautiful girl. She's not ugly. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. It only costs $8,000 for a tummy tuck, and you can get a fat transfer on your ass for $4 more. So how do I know that?
You know, Dr. Heavenly.
You know what I'm saying? I refer you to my doctor, okay?
Did you get a fat transfer?
Yeah. I've done all of that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I give you the name. I said all that in my live, but the people know. But my whole thing is, it only take her one mango season and she'll be bad. Like, a lot of these people on the show say they didn't get the work done, but I'm gonna go on the edge and say all of them, if not most, I'm gonna say most, because you know y'all gonna fall out with me. Most people on the show, all of them, then had some work done. You know what I'm saying? So myself included. So for us to say anything about Sweet Tea, her first season, girl, get through your first season. Don't worry about these bitches. You got the man. He paying the bills. your money. Get yourself together, right? Learn from Dr. Heavenly University. I'm telling you how to do it. I'm telling you how to put the stuff in a trust. I'm telling you how to do it. Get life insurance on this man. A good
Not life insurance. Goodness. You want to kill him?
No. I'm just saying when she turns 45, he'll be damn near 70. So let's think, you know what I'm saying? Let's think this. Am I wrong, Carlos? Am I wrong? Just shut me up. I'm trying to tell people how to. She love her man, but there's the age gap. It's just there. That's just facts. So let's set up our life so we're taken care of if we choose to have a child, which I hope and pray that she's pregnant by the reunion. I really do. Why are you doing that, Carlos? You're making it seem like I'm messy, and I'm not. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just stuck on the Geico life insurance endorsement right now.
No, not Geico. Get you an IUL, an Index Universal Life Insurance policy for yourself and your children, and get all the stuff that you could write, that tax deductible, tax deferred. You know what I'm saying? Your 529s for the kids. Get your 401k if your company matches. She got a government job. I didn't want to put that out there, but she works for the government. She said that, I didn't. She getting some kind of benefits. So go ahead and max out all of that shit they giving you, your IRAs, all of that. Max that out. Okay, stack your money, right? And we'll show you how to do it with Dr. Heavenly University, and start buying real estate. I'm not only joning, but I'm telling you the truth. Rent that house out. Quad told me that house was bought on a short sale for $350,000. Like, am I talking too much? Like, we can rent that because it's worth $600,000-$700,000 now. No. Carlos, I'm trying to help. Carlos. What? That ain't funny. What I'm saying is you can write off up to $250,000, no capital gains tax, or if you're single, up to $500,000 if you're a couple. No capital gains tax, and put that in another property. That's how people get generational wealth, Carlos. My whole thing is black people.
Wait, you said that universal index.
Index Universal Life. Join Dr. Heavenly University. The link is down there. But
do I get a code for a discount if I join?
Yeah, you can get it. You come on in, baby. We get you a code. But
tell me more.
Okay, so my thing is, if you get that house, you use that equity in that house, right, to buy another house up to $1.1 million. You writing off the interest. You know what I'm saying? Up to a $1.1 million house. You ain't got to come out there and get no 2.2 and go all overboard. No, but rent that house out. You know what I'm saying? You got cash flow over here. You bringing it out. That house is going to grow. But see, the problem is you got to understand systematic racism, because when they appraise a house for a white person in the same area, the house will appraise for more. Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
So make sure you take down all your pictures, all your stuff that make you think you look black. Take all that down. Even get somebody white to be a prompt in the house, because the people are saying their stuff is appraising up to double the house. Like one lady was saying, I read it in a book, or I saw it on a vlog or somewhere, where one lady said that she got appraised, her house appraised for $955. She put all her stuff up and got a white man to present the house. The house appraised for $1.5 million. So understand, when you sell a house, you got so much equity in that house that you don't have to stay in Quad house.
Well, it's not Quad's house anymore. It's Dr. G's house.
You know what I'm saying.
Was Quad name on the deed?
She said she signed the deed over at the divorce. That's her words. She said that on live. So she, that's common knowledge. So she signed it over. And, so. Do
you think Sweet Tea wants Quad's life?
No. I think that Sweet Tea loves Dr. G. She wants to be everything to him that he wants to be. I just think it's difficult to keep up. For me. Now, I'm just talking about for me. I just can't be at somebody's beck and call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and for me, I can't live in a house where your ex-wife lived in. That's just me. And Sweet Tea, if you're listening, because apparently your mama and the whole family in the state of,
No, don't sell the house, y'all. Y'all want to keep the cash flow. Don't sell the house. Rent the house out. Keep the house, because it's going to cut
heavily. I'm trying to talk to Sweet Tea, and you're giving the audience advice on Dr. Heavily University.
I'm trying to help them. Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to help Sweet Tea.
Okay, sorry.
Can I help Sweet Tea?
Please.
Okay, thank you. This is the messiest thing.
Is it?
I love it so much. Listen. So this is my thing. Sweet Tea, if you're listening, The moment Dr. G proposed to you and said, I want you to live with me, I would have said, that is your house. That was with Quad. And we need to make our own memories. There's no way in hell I will move into a man's house that he lived with his ex-wife. I would have said, you have to sell that house and you and I will get something together. So I think that's the mistake that she made, number one, because at the end of the day, the moment you step into the shower, you are really smelling Quad scent in that bathroom. And you have to understand that Dr. G's memory of the kitchen, the bedroom, I hope you change the sheets, the bedroom, the garage, everything else, he thinks about Quad. Not on purpose, just by just the form of memory. And the mistake that Sweet Tea made was you never once put your foot down and said, if we're going to start new, it has to begin with the house.
I don't think she has that authority to say those things. I think that Greg running that shit. I feel like with Quad was in a constant battle. Like, you know, anything with two heads, and I'm not saying that's wrong, because I always say the man should be the leader. But anything with two heads is going to be a monster, right? So if you're trying to run it and he's trying to run it, that's what a clash of him and Quad is. I think that Sweet Tea, like you say, she should be calling him daddy, because in a different way than I call my man daddy. Like, he takes care of her, right? So she cooks and cleans. Like, it's a traditional, old-fashioned kind of marriage.
And that's fine. And I'm not mad at that.
I love it. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. But yeah, the house, I get what the people saying about not having to move, but Greg makes good money. Look, Sweet Tea will make good money. You know what I'm saying?
Is Dr. G the most wealthiest male doctor on the show?
Now you know that ain't, you know. Come on now.
Well, I really want to know.
No. Google it. He's a psychiatrist. Dr. Eugene is he's an ER doctor. Dr. Damon is interventional pain and personal injury. Go Google it.
I don't listen. I'm not a medical field, so I don't know what that means.
Saying, like, okay, so I'm just saying, okay, no. The answer is no. Okay. No. I mean, you can tell by the lifestyle, but no. I'm just saying, like, that ain't no read. Carlos, you messy, and I'm gonna stop talking to you because you messy, and I'm gonna stop this shit. But no, but he makes a great income based on, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are, the doctors are in the top 1%. They are, you know what I'm saying? Top 2%.
The fans are saying that Dr. Damon makes the most of all the guys.
Who said that?
The fans in the
Damon would never say that though.
No. I'm saying the fans are saying.
I hear everything you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So
okay, before we end, do you know whether or not, and if you don't have to spoil it, but do you know whether or not Sweet Tea signed the prenup?
She did not. Phaedra tried it, didn't she? And to me, I would have been offended that a bitch going to lunch with my man telling her to say, even though she's an attorney and I understand why, and she's Dr. G's friend, not Sweet Tea's friend, and they've been knowing each other for 20 plus years. It only makes sense that after she said she was there for the money, because a Freudian slip is a brother Tucker, right? So yes, I would have gotten a prenup, but Greg chose not to do that. So there you have it.
Okay.
So that's it. So God is good. Hopefully I didn't say anything bad. I want to apologize to Sweet Tea and her mama. I didn't mean to fat shame, but what all I was saying is everybody go through this. Like I went through it. Everybody, you can fat shame me right now. I'm still not where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? You could say people are going to find flaws in you. The first thing I told the young lady was stay off of Twitter your first season because they're going to eat you up. Quad has a solid fan base. Dr. Heavenly has a solid fan. Dr. Jackie, and we're going to get into all of that later. Phaedra got a following fan base. The people don't know you yet. So come in easy. Don't come for the top dogs. I mean, even though that's the way, y'all do it. You say the Lisa girl from Dubai to make your name. But if you're going to come, be prepared for the repercussions. If you're going to say some demons in your house, be prepared for the repercussions. If you're going to talk shit at BravoCon, understand that everything you say is getting back to the person. The interesting thing about BravoCon. Oh, a lot of stuff about me, she said that I need to be on medication. And the people was telling me in the interviews everything she said. So like I'm saying, like, if you can't handle the retaliation, if you're going to say it's demons in your house, if you're going to tell Quad to keep your man MNF name out your mouth, and she said, you're going to get repercussions. So change your trajectory. Come at us because we old enough to be your mama. I'm older than your mama. So I'm going to beat your ass like your mama shoulda verbally. So don't do it because you can't take it. You see what I'm saying? You trying it, but you can't take it. So if I'm coming in with the same energy you giving me. That's all I'm saying. So, mama, I'm gonna lay off Sweet Tea. She's a beautiful girl, and she's beautiful. If she
really
takes
is.
this first season, she's gonna grow up. And I say bad, I'm saying bad in entrepreneurial sense. Get your business together, girl. Get your money together. You know what I'm saying? Your body, that's all superficial. You could do all that. Everybody done did it. Who got the best makeup? To me, none of these hoes, because I've seen them all without makeup. Phaedra, Quad, everybody look about the same. Toya is beautiful though, without makeup. That's just true tea. But the rest of us, you could put us all in the same category and throw a bitch in there. Whoever got the best makeup that day, that's who look good. That's to me, that's my opinion. But I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman. And certain people got more time for this shit than I do. And I ain't no fashion girl, and I try.
You just got to shade Toya.
No.
I have to give her a compliment.
I'm saying, no, I'm not shading Toya. Y'all always think I'm doing that. No. I think Toya is beautiful. And I have to say, I'm so proud of Toya. She has her own line of wine. Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there.
And Toya
has her own with Kendall Jackson. That's a great feat. And I know the wine good.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Toya gifted me some wine. I love you, Toya. My Detroit sis. Her wine club is out there. Make sure you guys support it. So no.
And I know I always give Toya shit, but I love Toya. Toya's my sister, just like Quad is. If Toya needed anything, I would be there for her. I am so proud of Toya. And you know what I mean? And I've said a lot. I know I've said a lot, but fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I be speaking the real, but Toya is rich. Toya lives a better life than all of us. All of us, myself included. She go play tennis all day. I mean, and she got access to the money. Sweet Tea playing. Toya got it. She got her man, and she control. Toya got it better than all of us. You know what I'm saying? So if you say we hating on Toya, probably I can take that. We hating on Toya because Toya living a life, baby. She go out there, she do what she want, and I wish I could do that. But I just something in me, the in me won't allow me to just go out and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna go there because I'm going the wrong route. But I love Toya, and Toya is that girl. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's smart enough to get her man to do whatever she wanted to do. And that's what all the women want, whether they want to admit it or not. The difference between Sweet Tea and Toya is this man gonna pay the bills, but his ass gonna tell you every other week he paying them. That's the difference. So what else you got to say? I want to thank y'all. Make sure y'all watch What Happens Live next Sunday. It'll be me and Quad. It'll be a key. Y'all know how we do. Thank y'all for watching the lives with Phaedra. Next week, I think she's going live with Sweet Tea and Toya. So that should be pretty cool as well. Make sure y'all watch Married to Medicine. We need y'all numbers. You know what I'm saying? And
the premiere did good though, right? The premiere did good.
I don't know. I don't understand. That's what I want to ask you because TVD said 603,000.
But you know, listen, I try to tell, as somebody who's in the industry, who creates shows, who know what they're talking about, don't pay attention to live day numbers. No, you pay attention to live +3, live +7. Do not pay attention to live same day. The networks only care about delayed viewing. And
because it's on Peacock and you can watch it whenever, correct?
Exactly. Nobody watches TV in real time anymore, so don't even pay attention to that. Y'all show trended number 2 or 3 that night. Your show trended the same last night. And at the end of the day, your show got more press than any other Bravo show that week.
Yeah, everybody's reviewing it now, so it must be good. You know, Phaedra brought that it factor, and I thank you. I think we already had the cake made, but ain't nothing wrong with icing on the cake.
Not at all. Not at all.
Phaedra brings something great.
And I'm sorry, let's be clear. This live we be doing helped the show too.
Absolutely. That's why I felt bad when I saw 600,000. I was like, all this shit I done started. Y'all only got 600,000. I'm upset.
600,000 views based on me and you just talking about. And the comments from our lives that was featured on every blog in the universe.
In the world.
A lot of people said, and this is no shade, a lot of people said, I stopped watching the show based on this live. I got to watch it.
Right. And I want to thank you, Carlos. I got to thank you. No, for real. I got to thank you for doing this with me. It's humbling to have a producer of Married to Medicine and so many other shows come on the live with my ignorant ass. What the girl called me old, my old, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead
grandma.
and ancient ass.
Look, I am a fan of the show and I love you. I love, everybody knows I love all the girls. And Sweet Tea, I'm going to say it again. I like you. You are good for the show.
I agree.
You're good for the show, Sweet Tea.
Keep your head up. We going to fuck with you, but get it together, girl.
Yes.
You're going to be all right. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So make sure y'all like and subscribe to me and Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel. And you catch us every single Monday at 7 o'clock to recap our shows plus Married to Medicine. Because next week, the bachelorette party, I think it is.
Yep, the bachelorette party.
And
Ronnie and Diamond showing up from Players Club. They gonna show up in there.
And Quad comes to the bachelorette party.
I'm talking about Ronnie and Diamond. I'm calling Phaedra and Quad. Ronnie and Diamond, the hosts from the Players Club. They showing up. They gonna show their asses too.
Woo! It's good.
It's gonna be great. Make sure y'all tune in. Episode 3, Sunday night at 9 o'clock. We're going back to 9. It won't be 9:15 anymore. And we're gonna review on Mondays, right?
Yes, Mondays at 7
o'clock.
We'll
be gonna watch what happens live right after me and Quad on next Sunday. So that's it, Carlos. We done did our time. I appreciate you. Thank you again. We appreciate you. We love your input. And I see y'all back next week, right?
I love y'all. See you next week.
Bye, babies.
Bye.
There you have it.